If you have come here to get some health gyan on yoga, meditation, and the wellness space, then you come to the right place, that is called the Yoga Conversations podcast mini clips. We'll be having multiple guests ranging from Simon Borg Olivier to Khurshid Batlewala. So let's get into it. But let's say, as you got into teaching, what was your experience as you started your first teaching phase? As in, did you see some problems which, or let's say some thoughts which the students come with pre-hand as they join yoga? As in, there are some assumptions with some people who come into yoga. What was those things that you observed?
Very much so. Especially now we're talking about, we're talking about pre-pandemic times, right? So people had a lot of fixed ideas, a lot of inhibitions about yoga. Yoga is slow. Yoga is so boring. I'm like, please do one class with me. It's anything but that, and people get amazed how, those barriers get broken down, because yoga is anything but slow. Yoga is anything but passive. It's just, it's like I ask people, I'm like, what is it that you want? What is it that you want your mat to gift you? What is it that you want to take away? And it's, obviously it's not about what you do on your mat. It's what you carry off your mat is what really yoga is, right? So it's, say you inculcated something in your practice. Say you inculcated Spandan or Ananda, whatever you aspired to be that day. But how do you carry it while you're cooking your food, while you're talking to your family, while you're interacting with the world? How do you carry that, right? And that's what, then it doesn't matter whether it's fast or slow or whatever, because it's, it changes you at this deep intrinsic level, right? So then those barriers, whatever people had, those inhibitions they had, they fade away in the distance, because this is so much more than you can ever hope for. It's like, it's therapy, it's movement, it's laughter, it's breath work, it's dhyana, all in one beautiful hour. Wow. There's such a thing in this world that you can have it all in 1 hour. And then, those inhibitions break down very quickly. I'm not going to say that, it's like, because, and it is, yoga is, it's a workout of the nervous system, of the cardiovascular system, of the respiratory system. Of course, we're moving the body head to toe, but it's so much more than that. That's one little aspect, right? That's just the top of the surface. We know that as practicing yogis, that there's so much more to it. There's so much more. It's sad to say that, you get a workout, or, you want to tone your body. That's why you're doing yoga. That's, it's just all that. All those things are beautiful byproducts. They're side effects. It's so much more than that. True. Especially the last point you mentioned about dhyana. This is a big problem which has risen in the last 1 year itself, since COVID hit us, that many people are suffering a lot of mental illnesses. Yes. A lot of anxiety, a lot of stress that people have started facing. Yeah. And whenever I know, again, it could be something wrong from our side, because people, if we recommend them to do yoga, they will again assume that it's just a set of asanas. Yeah. Why should we do that for mental peace? But it is very difficult to help them and make them understand all that. Yeah, but I think now people are coming, because yogis did something right, for so many centuries, we've been yapping away that, do yoga, do some meditation, do some pranayama. And suddenly the pandemic put everything in perspective for everyone. So now teachers are not running up to students. Students are coming by the truckload. It's like, no, I want to do pranayam. I want a daily pranayam practice every day. Please teach me meditation, teach me mindfulness. So it's really like, the pandemic turned people's attitudes on its head. And it's a correction that was waiting to happen. So, I think it's this, if this beautiful subliminal idea we can carry with us, I think we'll be in a much better place. Pre-pandemic and post-pandemic, we could be a much happier generation of people. So even though you're right, people have really suffered. Mental health has really suffered through this time. It's been challenging for each one of us because we didn't have the toolkit to deal with these situations. We didn't know how to navigate through this storm. But if we get through on the other side, and I think, the end is in sight, we would come out much more stronger. We'd come out more transformed. We'd come out resilient. So I think that is already happening.
Yeah, that's